Content warning. The following podcast contains material that may be harmful or traumatizing to some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Just kidding. That was a joke.
We good.
Oh, are you recording? Oh.
Hi, I'm the boogeyman that's hiding under your bed, Kobe.
And I am your worst nightmare, Michaela.
And welcome to Shower Thoughts.
Ooh, Kobe, we got an episode today. I think so anyways.
I'm very excited for this.
Yeah, no, we definitely were gonna, kick it off with some throwbacks to my 2000s,
Ooh.
your, 2014 year. God, I'm old. Talk about the people that made us want to crawl under a bridge and die. We got that Meg and Nikki beef.
Yeah, we got that.
We got some Vanderpump.
Yeah.
And, of course, the batch update.
Yeah.
I know you're all here for the batch update, so just, keep listening.
We're going to do to the very end to keep you here for the whole episode.
Don't tell them our secrets,
I
Kobe.
didn't say that.
Kobe. Anyways. So, Cobes, I am older than Kobe, obviously. 31. Millennial. Graduated high school in 2010 from a little rinky-dink town. It's really not that small anymore. It used to be much smaller.
What was your graduating class?
So here's the thing. There was there's Fortuna High, and then there was there was East High, which is the alternative high school where all the bad kids went. Sorry if you were, listening and you went there. I dated all the kids that went there. I liked the bad boys. Then there was at College of the Redwoods. I forget what it was called. Not Redwood Prep. That was another school. Redwood Academy or something. AR, Academy of the Redwoods. That's what it was. And they went to college for their high school experience.
Oh.
Yeah, and so my graduating class, at Fortuna High, I think we had 70. No, probably 65. But then with East High and the AR Academy or whatever, Academy of the Redwoods people, I think it was probably 105 at our graduation.
That's a little rough.
Yeah, no, my parents were complaining about having to sit through it, but when I sat through Andrew's brother's graduation, there was 300 people, and I was like, this is torture.
I came from a small rinky-dink town of about 700, and we were actually in combination with two other little rinky-dink towns.
Rinky-dink.
We were so small, we didn't have a middle school.
So you just didn't go to middle school?
No, so we had an elementary school and a high school. 6th grade was at the elementary school.
And then high school was 7th
and then
through
7th,
12th.
Yeah, 7th through 12th.
Can you imagine a 7th grader being on a 12th grader? I would be mortified.
So when I was in 7th grade, my older brother was a senior.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah. So when I was a senior, my little brother was a 7th grader. But
your mom spread that out perfectly.
No, they did pretty good. But the whole building capacity was probably 220.
For all the grades.
That was 7th grade through 12th grade.
Oh wow.
I'm pretty sure that's roughly the number it was around, and my graduating class was 26.
That's smaller than my class size. Each of our classes had 32 kids in it.
Yeah, no, our classes were very small. We were a very small school. Nothing ever got. You could never keep a secret in our school either. I mean, I think that's how it goes for every school.
I don't think you keep a secret in our school either.
But we were quick with the wildfires of spreading shit.
Yeah, no, definitely. Fortuna High, you couldn't kiss, sleep, do anything with anyone without everyone knowing about it within the day.
Yep, our drama stage was very notorious for being the hookup spot because there was a couch up there.
Yeah, no, people just hooked up in their cars at my high school.
So our cars used to be in the back parking lot of our building.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ended up that people were getting caught out there. So they ended up switching the parking lot. So teachers parked in the back, and then we had to park up front now.
Oh.
So you can see out of the office windows, all the students' cars.
Yeah, so our parking, you saw my high school when we went.
Yeah.
Our parking lot was that big empty space next to the gym.
Yeah.
The teachers parked in the back. They also could park there. It was kind of just like a free-for-all, honestly. We didn't have, like, permits or anything to park. We didn't have assigned spots or anything. You didn't pay to park. Or maybe you were supposed to. I actually don't know how that worked. It's kind of a free-for-all.
You just never paid for it. It's fine.
I just showed up. Technically, I didn't have a car in high school. I drove my mom's...
Me neither.
I drove my mom's big ol' Expedition, and it was an 8-seater. And, yeah, on the weekends, we would fill it up with friends and go, fuck off. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wasn't driving until after high school.
When did you get your license?
I was actually, I think, 20.
Really?
But I'd been driving for like a year and a half, 2 years prior. I was driving like with my permit when I really shouldn't have been.
What made you wait?
Honestly, could not tell you. It was stupid of me to wait.
Yeah, I didn't get mine when I was 16, that's for sure. I got it when I was 17.
Yeah, so I took the test the first time. I don't remember how old I was, and I failed it on the last question.
Yikes.
Took a while to like go retest. Took the test again without like re-upping my like brain on it and acknowledging myself again. Failed it like halfway through. Went and did it the third time and passed. And then I don't know why, but I was just like, I have my permit. That's enough.
I don't need a license.
And then I got in a wreck. I rear-ended somebody.
I need a license.
Rear-ended somebody. Immediately was freaking out. I was like, fuck, I ain't got my license yet. And I made an appointment that day.
Yep, there you go.
But I did it through third party.
What does that mean?
You can get your license through third party instead of having to do a DMV test.
No, you can't.
No, you can.
Where?
In Oregon, that's the thing.
Okay.
It's like a drive school, like a drive testing school. And you can make an appointment to go do your drive test, and then they send it to the DMV, and then you have to go to the DMV to like get your picture taken. But
wow, okay, that's not how you can do it in California.
yeah, no, it's an Oregon thing.
Yeah, that's weird. We do have drive school, but you have to do so many hours of drive school before you can get your license. So like you get your permit, and then you sign up for drive school, and then you drive with I think it's 10 hours, 12 hours, something like that.
For everybody?
Yeah. You have to do so many hours with the drive guy. And it's the same person for everyone because it was a small town.
Yeah.
And then you go take the driving test. However, I probably shouldn't have gotten my license. I don't know how I I don't think I passed the driving test. My friend's aunt was the one doing it.
Oh, no.
So she was like, you did great. Just remember to stop at stop signs. And I was like, oh my God, you're giving me my license. Okay.
Yeah, no, when I did mine, my biggest, the little marks that I got for, negatives were, they had me pull over on a road, and then, okay, and he's like, pull back out. And I didn't check all my freaking blind spots.
You just pulled out?
I checked my mirrors. I looked. I turned around, checked behind me.
Yeah, you're just pulling out.
Checked behind me. I didn't look at the sidewalk.
Well, that's where the people are that you could hit, Kobe.
I don't fucking care about people. They shouldn't be in my way.
Kobe's out here pulling out, not looking out for people.
I mean, nah. Well, but yeah. So that was the most of my negative marks was not checking blind spots.
Mine was, so here's the thing. I was supposed to take my driving test in the Expedition that I had learned to drive on. No?
That sounds horrendous.
No, I love that car. I wish we still had that car. But we had to do it with my dad's truck because it had a cracked windshield and they wouldn't let me take my driving test with a cracked windshield. So she took me as not stopping at the limit lines as oh, you're not used to driving your dad's big truck. I know you drive your mom's car normally. And I'm like, this is not okay, but thanks for the license. Appreciate you. I'm not going to name you because that would be rude.
Yeah, no. So actually when I did my drive test, it was through third party and it was during COVID. When I climbed in the...
How old are you?
24.
Oh my God, I was 28 when COVID hit. Please, Lord, help me.
I've
been driving for 10 years at that point.
I did my drive test during COVID, and when I got in the car, so we had to wear our masks in the car. I was like, cool, that's all we're gonna have to do. No. This company took 2x4s and plastic tarping and completely had it separating the car from the driver from the passenger.
I don't miss COVID.
And there was a little hole. You guys can't see the motions that I'm doing right now, but the way that me and Michaela sit, there was a hole. And if Michaela looks at me, there was a hole with a glove through the other side. That way the passenger who was like doing the drive test could like grab the gear shifter
Okay.
if he needed to.
For the viewers who like aren't good at visualizing, imagine like a NICU, like listen, like a NICU, like little hospital bed for babies.
Oh, and you gotta
With
stick
the-
your hands in with the
the
gloves.
Yeah, that's what it was like.
Yeah, no, like they literally had one of those set up for like the tester to like grab something if he like the e-brake or whatever, like if he really needed to. But it was so like Jimmy rigged, like the 2x4s in plastic were like, like the big glue guns that they use for like roofs. I mean, they use staples for those, but
Like caulking,
like it was literally like caulking. They like caulked the fucking,
cocked.
I don't know, whatever. They like caulked or whatever. I don't care. I'm not gonna say the word again. The plastic and the 2x4s, like to the like the windshield, to the like the dash,
Hold on, to the
to
window,
the ceiling,
to the wall.
till it dripped down everybody's balls.
Ski.
No, but no, it literally looked horrendous. And I remember getting in the car and I was like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, that sounds awful. I bet they threw that car away when COVID was over. Also, COVID was wild. I mean, can we just talk about this for a second? Like, I would go to the grocery store. Like, I would wear clothes I didn't care about because I was like, oh, if I get the COVID on these clothes, it's fine. Go to the grocery store and literally gloves and a mask. Come home, in my dining room, strip down, throw those clothes in the washing machine, and get in the shower.
So I started working in healthcare when
During
COVID started.
COVID?
I started working at the hospital when right as COVID started and shutdown happened.
Because that was a great idea.
Yeah, and it was a very weird
Thank
time.
you for your service.
Because I lived with my grandparents and there was like no known information about COVID at first. So like I worked swing shift and night shift.
You were out here getting grandma exposed?
No, listen. So I would wear the hospital scrubs, so like the everyday scrubs, and then like leave them there, change into my clothes. I still walk through the hospital to like leave the building. I would drive home. I would go up to the porch of the house, strip down to my underwear outside. I didn't care. And then I would like plop them in my laundry basket, hop in the shower. Because I didn't want to like
That's
wash.
different. You're literally like working with COVID. Like, I just went to the fucking grocery store.
Well, still, I didn't want to like if I got my grandparents sick and like something happened, I was like
yours was more serious than mine. Mine was ridiculous. You had it right. There are nurses who still do that.
Oh,
like,
100%.
Like when they go into their garage, they strip down and shower and then go in just because they don't want their families to get whatever they're bringing home.
Oh yeah, no, and I mean like, I still have kind of been that way. Not too much, but like working. I mean, I'm heading back into healthcare here very shortly, but like, I'll probably strip like. I mean, I normally strip my work clothes off as soon as I get home, but depending on like the day that I have and like what I'm cleaning and stuff like that, I'll probably strip like as soon as I get in the door or whatever. I don't know for sure, but
yeah, no, that's a hard thing to work in, especially during COVID, especially after COVID. People are crazy. When I went to the ER, people were insane. I had to wear a mask, which I mean, fair.
yeah,
But once they tested me for COVID, I got to take my mask off.
yeah.
They're like, "Oh, you came back negative." They had to test Andrew and I. And
Wow.
Like, yeah, you guys came back negative, so you guys can take your mask off. And Andrew's like, "I don't think I want to take my mask off." And I was like, "I'm gonna leave mine on too."
Yeah, I mean, like, I went to go do employee health stuff today for my new job, and I had to get shots. I had to get my, what's it called? Tetanus shot. My arm hurts. I don't feel great right now. But, like, besides that, like,
awful. Love you.
the hospital that I'm getting ready to work at, you don't have to wear your mask in, like, hallways and, like, areas like that. If it's, like, direct patient care or, like, it's certain areas.
Yeah.
They only have to wear it. So, like, I had to wear it, like, in the employee health office, but I didn't have to wear it in the hallway.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's very strange, but, I mean, I get it.
I mean, now that we know more about COVID, right, like, I don't know.
We
it makes
know
sense.
all.
Anyways, okay, I'm done talking about COVID. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to speak it back into existence. Because you've heard about this year, right?
It's been a year to say the least.
No, but 2024 It's like a mirroring 2020. So like in 2020, have you not seen that? In 2020, it was like 2020. It was the Chiefs and the Niners in the Super Bowl. 2024, Chiefs, Niners in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And there's like a few other things, and I was like, nope, no, thank you. We don't need to replay that.
I mean, whatever happens. But you know what else we got in 2024?
What?
A new season of Vanderpump.
Oh yes, Vanderpump. We love Vanderpump. Lisa Vanderpump is queen. Although I know that you guys. Okay, so you guys didn't start watching till last season.
Yes.
Which last season was a great season because it ended with Scandival. Which like I don't. You guys don't know like all the history like up to it. But like Tom Sandoval's a piece of shit. He's always been a piece of shit. We hate him. We are Team Ariana forever. But I just don't like. I don't know. I don't want the whole. I'm really bummed. I think this whole season's gonna be about Scandival, and I don't want that. I mean, I want it to like focus a little bit because I want to see Ariana's healing, but I don't necessarily like need to see everything. I know like when we watched the whole like upcoming on Vanderpump, how Lala, and I kind of liked this where Lala was like, I've never met anyone who gets cheated on thinks they're fucking God, and I was like, wow. That's kind of what Ariana did. She really is monetizing off of this like whole scandal.
Yeah.
Which like I mean, good for you. You went through heartbreak. Like, get your money, girl. But also like, I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I'm very proud of James Kennedy though, not drinking. California sober. We're here for it.
California sober is the best sober.
It's the best sober. And him and Allie bought a house under the airport. I'm excited about that. You know, everyone seems to be doing really good. I'm really excited for the new show they have coming out called The Valley. And this is like, you guys don't understand, like, the previous. So Jax and Brittany were on seasons, like, 1 through, because we're on, season 11? They were on seasons, like, 1 through 7 of Vanderpump. And Jax was, like, the villain. Like, he slept with Stassi, Katie. No, he didn't sleep with Katie. He slept with Stassi, Kristen. He tried to get with everyone. Like, Jax was, like, the piece of shit. And now he's, like, married to Brittany, and they have, like, babies, and they're fine. And then Kristen's also on The Valley, who slept with Jax. And Kristen used to date Tom Sandoval. Tom Sandoval cheated on Kristen with Ariana.
Not that.
So Kristen's now going to be on this new TV show. And I'm really excited for it. It's going to be really freaking good. It's called The Valley. It comes out in February.
I was unsure why you were so excited about it, but now I get it.
It's going to be so good. And I'm excited because I think that whenever you guys have time to watch the old Vanderpumps, you guys should watch them. Like, they're really, really good. Season 1's a little, like, cringy, but, like, 2 on is really good.
I mean, maybe we'll get there. We have too many shows to watch.
I know. I started watching it season 3, and then I went back and, like, figured everything out. I started watching it with my friends down in the Bay Area. My friend Mazzy was really into it. And I was like, I understand why I'm obsessed. It's the best show. You know what I've been, like, laughing my ass over, though, is the stupid Meg Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef.
Okay.
Hold on. Can we, for people who don't know what we're talking about, which at this point everyone should know what we're talking about, right? But if they don't. So Meg Thee Stallion came out with a song called Hiss, which I don't quite understand the title. Maybe it's like a her diss. I don't know. But all she said on there was, everything was like, talked about how, like, you know, men love her and all this stuff. But then she said, oh gosh, I literally just had this highlighted. These hoes don't be mad at Megan. These hoes mad at Megan's Law. Which, all my Oregon listeners are like, Megan's Law, that's funny. But in California, Megan's Law is a pedophile list. So it's saying that if you're a registered sex offender, Megan's Law says you have to be put on a list, and people have to know that they're around you. So, like, essentially, if you're a sexual predator, everyone knows.
Yeah, and I mean, like, here in Oregon, like, we have lists, you know, you have the website so you can, like, look the addresses up and everything. I've never heard it called Megan's Law.
Yeah, that's what's called in California.
So, like, explaining that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, it's because I'm assuming some little girl named Megan, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm assuming it has to do with that. But anyway, so Meg Thee Stallion says that apparently Nicki Minaj, allegedly, her husband is on is a convicted sex offender, and her brother also went to like prison for raping an 11-year-old girl, and is on the list. And apparently Nikki like paid $100,000 to get him out of jail or something. That's just what I read. I don't know all the truth, but like Nikki wrote a song to like clap back called Bigfoot, which like little backstory. Meg the Stallion. I mean, she's a tall woman.
Yeah.
She's a stallion, right? Like, she's not saying, like, I'm Meg the tiny little dainty girl. Like, I'm stallion, bitch. Like, I'm here for you. And, like, she's tall. And Nicki Minaj is, like, a little Barbie, right? She's a little girl. But she calls it Bigfoot because Meg the Stallion was shot in the foot by Tory Lanez a few years back. And, I mean, Tory Lanez went to jail, and Nicki's, like, saying she lied about the whole thing. Anyways, in the diss, she's not very nice to her. She says, like, something about how you fuck your mother's man when she die. And, like, Bigfoot, but you still a small fry. Like, swearing on your dead mother when you lie. Like, she just brings up her dead mom a lot, which is not okay. Like, Nikki, what's wrong?
Honestly, I'm here for it.
I mean, I love that Nikki ate. I love that. But, like, and, like, you can tell it's about Megan because it literally says, this little begging whore talking about Megan's Law. For a free beat, you could hit Megan Raw. If you ghostwriter, party in Megan Jaw. Like, what? Like, that's...
I mean, there's definitely a lot to it.
And I want to know more. Like, I want to know, like, did Megan call her and be like, this is about you? Or, like, did Nikki just be like, whoa, talk about Megan's Law. Like, hold on. Like, that has to do with, like, I'm offended, so I'm going to clap back. Like, who is it about?
I mean, like, it's definitely clear what Nicki's song is about. However, the cover art for Nicki's song is wonderful.
Oh, the fucking Bigfoot.
The footprint with the pink boot inside of it.
I can't.
It's great. I mean, I personally am not a huge Nicki or Megan like follower.
Are you a Nicki fan?
I mean, I listen to like some of their music and stuff occasionally, but like I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I'm not a Barb. I mean, I'm just gonna say it plain and simple. But like, and the songs themselves, I feel like are decent. I'm not a huge rap person either.
Why did you lie about your lipo? Fucking your best friend man is crazy. You the type though. That's like, Nicki, come on.
I mean, if you have to pop off, you better pop off hard.
Oh, she popped off real hard. She said, I'm gonna eat and leave no crumbs. And Meg the Stallion left some crumbs, apparently, because Nicki just, like, gobbled them up.
And then Nicki licked the plate clean.
Yeah. I like but really I'm a sweetie pie, P-R-T-T-Y, but I'm P-E-T-T-Y. Burr.
No, I mean, there's a lot of really good lines in it.
I mean, she has Meg's song is not bad, but all she talks about is Megan's Law. Right? Like, that's literally the only thing is she just talks about, like, that's the only line is, like, that has to do with any of it. The whole thing, like, and then she compares her to, first of all, she compares her to G-Eazy, which I think that's kind of a diss on G-Eazy. I love G-Eazy. He's from the Bay, but you're right, he's really not that big. I don't know. Apparently there's, like, 4 more diss tracks that Nicki's coming out with.
Huh.
But...
Diss tracks for other people?
Yeah, no, diss tracks for this. Apparently she popped off, like, 4 other songs.
I'm honestly here for it.
I'm also here for this song. This has nothing to do with it whatsoever.
I cannot with this.
I just think it's funny. Think you the shit, bitch? You not even the fart. Like, come on. First of all, how come no one has ever thought of that? I'm not saying I like Ice Spice.
I mean, I'm not an Ice Spice fan. I think that's the only line of it that's like the beat itself is catchy. I think the first couple lines are catchy, but the actual song itself, I'm just not
the song
like,
sucks. She's a horrible rapper.
100%.
Awful. Like, I don't think she writes
in
one
our
good
opinion.
Song. It's awful. Like, bitches be quick, but I'm quicker. Bitches be thick, but I'm thicker. She could be rich, but I'm richer.
Like okay. And what else do you have for us? Hit us with something else. But
taking her man. Don't give a fuck. What does out in the yams mean? What the fuck is a yams? Can someone pipe in?
The only
and
thing
tell
that
us
I
what
know that is
are?
a yam is the vegetable that comes out of the ground that you eat
on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Ooh, and it's either good salty or sweet.
How do you like your yams?
I like brown sugar and marshmallows.
Sweet.
sweet yams.
I agree.
Although I will take a butter, salt and pepper yam if I need to, like a mashed potato yam.
Oh yeah.
I can do either one. Anyways, but yeah, so that beef is a little crazy to me, but I'm excited to see how that unfolds. Speaking of beef, did you have any beef with anyone while you were in high school?
I mean, and not particularly. My beef with like people from high school didn't happen until after I graduated, but
Oh, you brought beef. You brought high school beef out of high school.
I mean, it wasn't like beef that came from high
Kobe,
school.
beef has got to expire eventually.
It wasn't beef like from high school. It was just like, you get older, connections don't stick around, things like that, or people do things. But like we've talked about this prior. No, like I wasn't out in high school. So like just like bullying and stuff like that. I mean, I had definitely people like would make comments about me or to other people, and then like they would come back to me. But there was another queer kid in my high school that got bullied out of our school. And I was like, oh, fuck, nope. Nope, no thanks.
Excuse me, like crawl back so far in the closet.
No, literally.
I
The
found
closet
an idea.
was made of glass. Everybody knows. Everyone knew.
You had a see-through closet.
No, literally. So it was like one of those like two-way windows where like you can only look out of it one way. Like you can look out of it, but you can't look in it. But it was like reversed.
Everyone could see you, but you couldn't see
Yeah,
everyone
I was
see
like,
you.
no one knows.
No
No one knows.
Oh, man. Oh, Kobe.
Oh, well. We're gone. We're past that.
We're gone.
We're
pissed out.
gone.
Yeah, my, childhood bullies. That's a sore subject for me. I don't like to talk about it too much.
Give us a little bit of
Well, I
the...
mean, I'll go into it, but I had this, I was a chunky girl growing up. I had awful teeth. But I still had friends. I had a lot of friends. But, not friends with any of them now. I think I have like 2 friends from high school, and like one of them I talk to on the regular. The other one I talk to when I talk to them. But yeah, it's just kind of, there was just this one girl from like elementary school on. Like she just loved to make my life a living fucking hell. But karma is my boyfriend.
Karma is a god.
Yep. But she's doing well. She fell off a roof a few years back. So, again,
I mean...
karma's my boyfriend. But like she did like fucked up shit. Like psychopath shit, and I like kind of worry about her mental health. Like I would not be surprised if she had a voodoo doll of me somewhere.
That ain't none of your business anymore.
No, but if she still had it, that's, it would be more sad that she's held on to it for this long. Like, first of all, why do you hate me? I never did anything to you. I literally was like, I want everyone to be friends, and I just want to get along with everyone. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings, and like, I kept my opinions to myself. And like,
Oh, fuck that.
Well, I'm not that way now. That's how I was in elementary school. Because I didn't want to be picked on. I didn't want to be targeted, but I was still targeted anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
And like, it sucks because Fortuna is such a small town that like if one person makes fun of you, like they're all gonna make fun of you because they all, they don't want to be different. And like, I'm sure I had my fair share of meanness. Like, I know that this girl and I, like, in elementary school, I think I pushed her off the play structure one time.
As you should.
I think she called me Queen of the Fatties, and I was like, ew, and I pushed her. And I was like, you know what? If I wasn't fat, you'd push me off of here, so I'm gonna push you off.
Thank you.
Not like I sat on you. Like, you would have died. But also just like, I don't know, she was just awful. Just awful. Like in 8th grade, I had this t-shirt that I really liked.
Not the t-shirt.
Had a tomato on it. Said, can you catch up to me? Loved that t-shirt. But, that did not.
What happened with the t-shirt?
She, so it's from Old Navy, right? And like, I grew up in a small town, not a lot of plus size clothing. Old Navy had plus sizes. And so all my t-shirts were from there. So every t-shirt I had, she would go into Old Navy and buy them. And that one tomato shirt she left in her backpack. And whenever I would wear it, she'd put it on at recess. And be like, can you catch up to me? Can you catch up to me? And I'm like, no, bitch, I can't catch up to you. I'm fat.
Girl, get the fuck out of here.
I can't catch you. I don't even want to try.
You had nothing better to do with your time than...
Hey,
bully somebody?
No, she didn't. She literally had nothing better to do. Like, she had her friends. She didn't play sports. She wasn't smart. She wasn't good at school. She's not pretty. Like, sorry.
Listen, I don't remember what show it's from or what movie, but there's a comment and the teacher says to the student, you can be pretty or you can be fat.
Can't be
No. It's like, you can be funny or you can be pretty. I don't remember. It's the girl from American Horror Story, and like I remember her in Coven. She was a bigger black girl, and she was like super funny in the movie, but it was like a way for her to like be popular, even though like people didn't like her for her weight. I haven't actually seen the movie. I've just seen like that part of the movie on like TikTok.
I thought you were gonna talk about A Cinderella Story when she goes, "You're not very pretty and you're not very bright."
I mean, yeah.
Have you seen A Cinderella Story?
No.
With Hilary Duff and Chad Michael Murray.
I've seen it, but I
Send
haven't
help.
like
Actually, someone's in
watched the movie.
Someone's in a coffin. I'm just gonna go bury myself.
Bring in the coffins.
Not a coffin. What's it called? Is that what it's called? A coffin? No, it's called a. What is it called? The box that goes in the ground. Why can't I think of it right now? Is it called a coffin?
Yes.
That's a vampire sleeping. Isn't there another name for non-vampires?
It's just called a coffin.
Okay, bring in the coffin. The literal cough. Anyways, but yeah, so, and I had another bully in 6th grade named Aaron, and I'm name dropping him because fuck you, Aaron. He made fun of my teeth and would tell, and like, I had an acne problem, and would like make fun of my acne and was like, "Hey, Miss Shayla, you got a spider bite on your nose?" And I'm like, "No, it's a fucking pimple." Like, fuck off, Aaron. And he was awful. And like, he made fun of my weight and was just like, it just, would be like, "You'd be pretty if you were skinny." Huh, maybe not, actually. You're ugly too. And like, was just awful to me. And then I think he's in prison somewhere. I don't know. But regardless, like, sophomore or junior year of high school. So in high school, there was like 1 year, I think it was the end of my junior year, where I had like a big glow up and I lost I didn't like lose a bunch of weight, but I like grew up a little taller and like started dressing nicer. I like bleached my hair blonde and like I had like a really like pretty moment. And he added me on Facebook. And I like messaged him and I was like, "Why would I want to be friends with you?" And he goes, "Do I even know who you are?" And I'm like, whoa, you don't remember me. I just literally was like, "You're right, I have no idea who you are." Block.
Good.
I mean, I wanted to be like, "Yeah, you ruined my childhood," but not worth it. So not worth it. Anyways. But yeah, so that was fun. That was a good time. But besides that, I mean, obviously we had like the cheerleaders. My middle school was really preppy. Like really like we were very segregated cliques. We had a lot of cliques. So there was the cheerleaders, there was the stoners, there was like, but in my high school it was weird because like the cheerleaders hung out with the stoners. It was like the stoners were the cool kids and like the jocks, like they all hung out together. We all went to parties because like we had, again, small town, but like it was weird. It was a weird dynamic. I just kind of was there. I didn't really fit in any of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's, like, the small cliques, but most of the small cliques normally end up in bigger, like, groups.
I didn't peak in high school, so I didn't have a clique.
Me neither. I peaked a couple years. I peaked during COVID, actually, when I was moved out, lost weight, working a great job. It was a wonderful time, and I was full of myself there for a while.
I'm still peaking. I'm still at the top of my game.
Oh, yeah. Never go down. Never back down. Never surrender.
No, down is not a position we know.
Word dog.
Only in yoga.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, my high school was definitely the same way. We had, like, the big groups of people that, like, the big group of, like, people that hung out,
you know. Big group of 7.
7 people. It was, like, like, the sports players. And then there was, like, it was, like, the sports players, cheerleaders. It was, like, anyone who was considered, like, attractive or pretty or hot or whatever. And then, like, there was, like...
Were your cheerleaders pretty?
I have no comments on that.
Because, like, if you look at the cheerleaders from, like, my school, like, y'all were not that pretty.
Well,
Sorry.
my sister was a cheerleader. I think my sister's gorgeous. My sister's very pretty. You haven't met her.
I was like, you have a sister?
Well, she's my stepsister, but we grew up together, basically as siblings. So we've always considered each other siblings.
Got it.
She was a cheerleader, and then like people. I mean, like there's like acquaintances I did cheer, but like for the most part, like I mean, I'm also a gay male, so like they weren't attractive to me.
But also, the cheerleaders weren't like rude necessarily. No, they were pretty awful. Yeah, no, they pretty much sucked. There's a few that I was like friends with. My sister became a cheerleader in high school.
Oh no.
Yeah, that was something. That was really something. And she cheered, I think, sophomore to senior year. But Walker was a freshman when I was a senior. So I only had to deal with her for a year. She wasn't a cheerleader when I went there.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But yeah, I mean, like, and then there was definitely like the outcast groups, and I was definitely in one of those groups where it was like, I kind of poked in with some people that were like in like the big clique of people. But you know, you had like your arts kids. You know, you had like this, like the nerdy people who
all the kids at my school who I thought were cool and had the most fun were the band kids.
Oh no, same.
They look, and the theater kids, like they always look like they're having a good fucking time.
No, that's like the group that I was in. Was like, I mean, I did choir and I did drama for all 4 years of high school, and those were like my people. They were the fucking shit. However, I will just say, half of the fucking people in choir were there for the trips and not the actual singing. They're stupid motherfuckers.
Duh. I mean, I will say, looking back on it now that I think the band kids were cool, I probably was kind of a nerd. I mean, I got straight A's in high school for the most part until my senior year when I just did not give a fuck, which is senior year. And like, I mean, I just hung out. I like had like my best friend, and it was kind of just the two of us. And we did everything together, and then we kind of just like adopted Drew Riddle into our, group. So it was the three of us. Chase, I hung out with Chase in high school. But Chase also was friends with all the cheerleaders. So like, and like, I was friends with like people I went to elementary school with, and just like, I was also friends with like the guy I was seeing and like his friends and like, things like that. Like it was just kind of, I don't know, it was segregated, but at the same time, like, we could all get along. What was really fun was when, the groups would mix because someone was dating, like, they were, like, dating each other, and then they would break up, and you're like, ooh, this is awkward.
Yeah. I mean, like, I had, like, a trio in high school, like, my main trio, and then I remember, like, very end of senior year, we were like, we're gonna hang out over summer, we're gonna never lose contact with each other. I love them both. Literally never talked to them again after high school.
Ooh, yeah. My friend group stayed. So, like, a few of my friends went off to college and they came back. But mostly, like, my two, like, best friends stayed in the area. Like, because we had a college where we were. I don't talk to any of them anymore. We probably hung out till we were all 21. And then at 21, we were kind of just, like, parted ways. I also moved to San Francisco. When I turned 21, and I was like, fuck you, peace out, I'm out. We're going to the Bay, magical city.
After I graduated high school, I literally just like went into hibernation for like 4 months, and then got a job and worked my life away.
Did you not have to work I had a job like sophomore year. I worked at McDonald's from sophomore year until I was 20.
Well, because I didn't have a car, no one around here, unless you wanted to work on a fucking farm combining.
Yeah.
Like, no one would hire you unless you were 18. And then I tried getting a job at the grocery store in town at 18. Because I was 17 when I graduated, so I had to, like, wait till my birthday. And then it was actually my friend's grandma, and she wouldn't hire me. She ended up leaving.
Wow.
And then, like, I would say we're acquaintances now. We don't really talk anymore, but, like, her mom was the boss. And she ended up hiring me, and I was the best choice for her.
Yeah, no, I mean, the nepotism, but not really. The opposite of nepotism. Nepotism? I don't know. Anyways. So, Kobe, I think we got to give the people what they've been waiting for. The batch update.
We lost 4 good girls.
Hold on, we got to take a moment of silence for our... No, we lost 3 girls. 4?
One? No, so
okay, I'm very confused.
Okay, we're just going to do a quick recap on this.
Hold on, we have notes.
At the group date night, it's not the group date night, but like when he comes in to do the rose ceremony and he's doing like the one-on-ones, like Lauren had a bad date, the group date with the wedding and because she never got the one-on-one time with him because she was in a bad mood because about her dad being dead.
Yeah, which I totally get, but also like girly pop.
And then
like this is a game. You're gonna play the game. You're gonna leave.
Yeah, and then she was just getting annoyed that she wasn't getting the one-on-one time with him before the rose ceremony, and then she chose to leave. Right as she was giving like her final like interview to like before she left, he ended up showing up and like they were gonna do like a do-over of like the wedding thing, but the cake wasn't red velvet, and she ended up leaving. So technically we would have lost 4 last night, but it was actually 3 who didn't get roses because Lauren chose to leave herself. And it was Marlena, 26, a finance writer from West Palm Beach, Florida.
R.I.P. girl.
Erica, who's 25.
I'm sad about Erica. Is she the pretty one? Yeah, I'm sad about her. I thought she was so pretty.
I think she's very pretty, but she's a leasing agent from North Bergen in New Jersey. And then Taylor. I am so glad Taylor's gone.
Bye,
she was
Tay
being a little twat waffle all episode.
Karma is your boyfriend. Karma is a guy.
She's 23. She's a recruiter from Chicago, Illinois.
She's only 23?
Yeah.
Girl, you gotta fix your attitude. The rest of your life's gonna be real fucking long.
And then Lauren was 28, a registered nurse, and then also Allison's sister from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Lauren doesn't really count because she left on purpose.
Well, yeah, but I mean, she still chose to leave. And
Didn't you say that she was gonna choose to leave?
Yeah, on our bracket papers, I kind of had a feeling because the sister. I mean, I feel like sisters would fight and one would just end up leaving, and I was like, it's probably gonna be the older sister because Allison got the first rose in the first episode.
Yeah, I just was like, listen, I hate Maria. That's the whole episode for me.
I can't.
I just was so annoyed with her because like first with Lauren's dad, because Maria's like doing the little blog camera, and she's like, I just can't wait for my dad to walk me down the aisle, and that's when Lauren loses her shit. And then, like, she's sitting there crying, and Maria, like, after she was crying for, like, 15 minutes, Maria goes, oh, what's wrong? And it's like, bitch.
And then she
proceeds to pretend to care the rest of the show. And then
she was starting to try to invalidate Medina's feelings about being 31.
Was it Medina?
Yeah, because Medina's the
right.
oldest.
Okay, 31, I am 31, is not that old. First of all, Medina is beautiful. I, like, finally saw her, because, like, when there's so many girls, you get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Still don't know who Star is, by the way. Don't know which
Forgettable.
Don't know which date she was on, but I know she got a rose. But yeah, Medina's gorgeous. So I finally saw her in her like perfect jawline. I was like, girl, you could be a model. You're the hottest one here. Like, I mean, I don't think you guys have a connection. I really think he has a thing with Daisy, which Daisy's my number 1. She's been my number 1 since day 1 when she came in on the little red truck hauling a Christmas tree.
That was a good entrance. I mean,
the entrance.
She's definitely gonna be like top 2 for me. I'm hoping it's her and Jess. I don't know if Jess is gonna make it all the way to the end.
Yeah,
but we'll definitely see.
Can we just talk about how I felt awful because, like, okay, first of all, I love that Rachel got the first dance. She did, like, she was so cute, right? And like the kiss, whoo, that was hot. You go, girl.
It was great.
However, I kept thinking she had bugs on her face, but it was totally her moles, and I felt horrible.
My God.
I was like, Kobe, is that a bug? And he was like, no, it's her mole. And I go, but like, it would move. Like, it wasn't in the same, I don't know.
If I was Joey to pick that first date, that first dance, 100% Evelyn would have done it for me. For lunging,
flying over the table
for the seat next to him.
She was like, Miss Ma'am, this is my seat. And then Maria proceeds to take it. If I was Maria, I would have given it to her. Girl, you fucking jumped. Like, and Maria proceeds to take it.
Well, no, Maria was on the other side. I think the one who actually ended up sitting in the seat that Evelyn was standing for was
Joe was in the middle, Maria was here, and then what's her name? Was it Rachel?
Yes, I think.
Rachel, Joey, and then Maria. Evelyn jumped on Maria's seat.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It was Rachel.
No. No, it wasn't.
Well, you can rewatch it, and then next episode you can tell me I was right.
Okay.
And then they had their like night. They were like together at night to like he was to get like give the rose at night. I don't know the technical terms for all these things. There's too much that happens. And then Maria was getting all scandalo. She was like, I need to change into something a little more comfortable. Mm-hmm. And it comes out in this
scandalous little top, this little nothing.
Yeah. However, Jess did get the rose for the whole day.
Yes, she did. She did.
And then we ended up on the second part of the second group, which was everyone else besides Rachel, Taylor, Kelsey T, Lexi, Evelyn, Erica, Maria, Lauren, and Jess, and Daisy, because Daisy did the one-on-one date. I think I enjoyed the second group more. Like, if you were going to be in one of those group dates, which one would you rather be in?
The bridal one, of course.
I would rather do the paint one.
Fucking play paint. I don't want paint thrown at me.
I like to get down and dirty.
Yes, we know. We know you do, Kobe.
How do you know that?
We just know. Sorry, I'm trying to open up my picks for next week so I can see who I sent home. But I don't remember who I sent home next week. Oh, yes, I do. I put dots. Where's my paper?
One of the most memorable things, I think, from this whole episode was when Daisy and Joey were in the helicopter.
This is where projects come to life. Our showrooms are designed
and
with the latest products from top brands.
Daisy was like trying to figure out where she was going. She was like, "Where are we going?" And Joey was like, "Wherever you want to go, or where do you want to go?"
We'll go wherever you want.
And Michaela goes, "This bitch is Aladdin."
A whole new world. I was like, he's fucking Aladdin. This is Princess Jasmine over here.
They went to like a country music festival. Is that what they did?
Can Maria be Jafar?
Stop. They went to like a music festival. It was really cute. I'm glad that she got a one-on-one.
Me too, and I love that she was like, so life is gonna look a little bit differently with me because I'm deaf. And it's like, girl, good for you. Good for telling him.
Oh, own that.
Own it. So I have going home next week. My guesses are Caitlin, because I don't like her. Sydney, Kelsey A, and Star. Because which one is Star? Which group date was Star a part of? I don't remember seeing her.
I don't either.
Like, she is the most unforgettable person. I felt so bad. I feel so bad that I do not know where she is.
For week 3, I have Caitlin, Kelsey A, Medina, and Star leaving.
Oh wow, we have three in common.
Same thing for Star. Forgettable. Don't know where she is. Don't know who she is. Is she living under a rock? I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, I think Medina's gonna go home because we haven't seen. I don't feel like we've really seen a connection with her and Joey.
She's so pretty though.
She's very pretty.
She's gonna be just fine. I want her to hook up with the host. What's his name? Jesse. I know his wife just had a baby, but I want to see that happen.
And then for our picks for the week to week, after this week, I think they're gonna start getting hard.
It's already getting hard.
I mean, I'm 100%
So
fine
hard.
with the idea of my 4 picks leaving. I think there's a couple more that I feel like I don't know if I'm super vibing with, like Chrissy. Who else?
It's Carissa. Her name's Carissa.
Chrissa, sorry. I'm looking at it like sideways.
I don't.
I don't know about Sydney very much. I don't like
You said
Maria.
Medina's still there, right?
She is currently. I think she's gonna go home next week, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think because he likes Maria. She keeps him on his toes.
Yeah. I don't know about Kelsey T. Don't know about Lexi. But I think once we get down to 12 to 10, I'm gonna start having a hard time letting people go.
Yeah, so far who I think he definitely vibes with is definitely Jess, definitely
Yeah.
Daisy, definitely Maria. I think he also really likes Evelyn. Not Evelyn, Edwina.
Edwina is a good option too.
I mean, they definitely like each other. I don't know. I mean, Rachel he liked.
We didn't see a lot of stuff with Leah this episode.
No, and I think she'll definitely be one of the last I think she'll make it to week 7 or week 6 or week 7. But I feel like she's just kind of a filler. Like, yeah, he likes her, but like, does he like her? Like,
When you put her in a room with 20 other women
when you put her in a room with Daisy, does anyone compare?
and Jez
Right? Like, those are the two.
and sadly Maria.
But I mean, I can't deny their connection. Like, he definitely likes her. He like is so interested by her. But like, I think also she's the villain.
Oh,
Right? And
her and Taylor. So it was her, Taylor, and
but Taylor wasn't even a real villain. Taylor's just a bitch. Like, Maria's a villain.
No,
Maria's a pick-me
yes.
girl. She's like, I'm gonna cause all this drama, but how dare you think I'm causing all this drama? Like, why would you think I would do that to you?
Am I the drama?
Is it me?
I don't think I'm the drama.
Anyways.
No, but like the little baddie girl group was like Maria, Taylor, and was it Lauren? There was like a group of 3 to 4 of them that were like always like together talking shit about everybody. But if 2 of them just left this episode, I think we're okay.
I actually don't. I didn't pay attention to them.
Well, okay. But
This is
yeah.
why this show gets really... Just the show in general is really confusing to me. I get really, really like names and faces. Especially because, I'm not going to be honest, they don't look like their pictures that we printed out.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
And I'm like, who is that? And Kobe's like, it's the girl that you like. And I'm like, do I like her? Because she doesn't look anything like the girl that I said I liked. Anyways, I don't know.
And then we learned this episode that Joey's a super like emotion-based human. I wanted different wording for it. Did not come out of my mouth. But like, when Lauren was like, "No, I want to leave," he was like, "Well, I'm really sorry that like if I did something to make you feel that way." Like, he's very in tune with his emotions, I feel like. I didn't watch his original season of The Bachelorette that he was on. I don't know if you did.
I just know he got his heart broken. He was like the top 2. He like made it to week 9. And it was him and one other guy, and the girl chose the other guy. But I don't know.
So like I haven't watched that season. I don't know how that went. But, like you definitely notice this episode like how much he's in it with his heart.
I just think that's who he is as a person.
No, and I mean that's good. I mean, also you made this comment, so I'm going to roll with you behind this one.
What did I say?
The most attractive bachelor there's been on the show.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I was looking at, like, all the bachelors last night when I couldn't sleep. I was, like, scrolling Facebook, and I was like, let's look at all the bachelors ever. I really think he's the most attractive. Like, personally, and just a personal.
And, like, the people, like, the bachelors that I've seen, I haven't, like, looked at pictures of all of them, but, like, out of the ones that I've seen, 100%.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I'm excited to see, though, like, I think that, because a lot of times what they do is that they take girls from, which, this could be Leah, right? Because they take girls that are really likable on the show who don't get picked and make them the Bachelorette.
Yeah.
So, like, I think, like, Leah's a good pick for Bachelorette. I think, or Jess, honestly. If he doesn't pick Jess, I think Jess is a really good, like, option. Although I didn't like Taylor's comment about her Southern girl bit. That Southern girl bit's getting real old. You know what, Taylor? Bye-bye. You're getting real
you're
old.
Gone. It doesn't matter what the fuck you say anymore, Taylor.
You're out. Anyways, but yeah, so next week we will have some more things, and we'll definitely do another recap. I'm excited for Vanderpump to come back and like be full swing. And then yeah, next week we have, not next week, the week after we'll have the Super Bowl. That's exciting. I'm exciting. I'm excited to see Taylor.
I'm excited
To see our queen, our Lord and Savior, Taylor Swift. Shut up, I'm tired. But until then, I'm Shayla.
And I'm Kobe.
And this is
Shower Thoughts. Lotus.